This is my completed Jinji CQB, limited edition CQB custom that I made, Sai custom. So this came from akgellblaster.com, the Jinji SLR CQB, really nice blaster as it is. And I wanted to do something with it to customize it up, but to still not put any holes or any permanent damage to the original. It can be easily returned to the original. Everything is just on here. The way it's intended, and you can go ahead and switch it back if you ever wanted to. I mentioned in the previous video, I was having some issues because I'd gone to a longer metal barrel, and this had been set up as a CQB. So obviously the cylinder, there was a chance that it was going to have issues with a longer inner barrel. However, in many custom builds I've done, it seems like in even blasters that are, $100 to $150, that cylinder is still fine to go from like a CQB style barrel to more of a standard size inner barrel without much FPS loss. However, these Jinjis, they are a little better blaster, better components, better parts, better pieces. And so the cylinders in these are really set up for the specific barrel that it comes with, right? So there was a voluming issue, whereas that cylinder was set up to move air for the standard CQB inner, and it couldn't deal with that extra long one, and at least it couldn't very well. I did not want to tear apart the gearbox and mess with that and deal with equations to get the ported cylinder proper for the longer inner barrel. So instead, I switched it back to the stock inner barrel, and of course now it's working great. So that is always a risk you take when you go to a longer inner barrel, that you might have some FPS loss due to some voluming or volume issues with the cylinder. Just sometimes in the past, it hasn't been much of an issue. In this case, it was a big issue. So I switched that up, and then that I kind of had to switch up the whole design, right? Because that original inner stops right about here. So basically, it's just got this outer handguard on here, but the inner stops here. So I really just put a nice red cap on it. And so it gives the look and feel of a long handguard on there, but it's still actually shooting from way back here. However, there's no issues with that because it shoots hard, it shoots straight, and it's got a really wide opening once it gets to the stabilizer here. So I just stabilized it really good in there. And then I printed this kind of red cap piece that fits over the top of what was there, just so you can have that there for safety reasons. So now it works great. Again, Jinji SLR CQB from akgellblaster.com, the limited edition, which really is just the color, right? It came in this gray color. And then I upgraded the spring, which I showed. And then now I put this nice Sai custom handguard kit on it. And that is made specifically by a guy named BenN3D. And you can check out his site. He makes a lot of really nice custom models for airsoft, and some of those will work right off the printer for your gel blasters. All right, comments or questions, post them below. Of course, like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and participate in those monthly giveaways where you can win over $200 in custom blasters and accessories. And make sure to check out akgellblaster.com.